Hello family members, welcome back to the channel. In today's video we will be visiting, I'm sure you can already tell by seeing this water body. All of you will guessed in my previous video that we would be visiting Jabbi Lake Mall. You all are correct, so please clap for yourselves in the comment section. A lot of people actually guessed it right in the comment section of the previous video, so I'm guessing Abuja people actually do know their town so well. Abuja people, you are doing well, you're not doing bad at all. Now let's head into the mall. Entering through the gate, the security guards at the post will give the driver a card which he has to return back to them when he's leaving. I was really looking forward to seeing the different brands that are in this mall, because from outside I could see a display of so many different brands that could be found inside here, and I'm like, interesting. I could see some brands which I'm familiar with and others which I'm not familiar with, so I just wanted to see for myself all the different brands that could be found in here. I noticed there are two parking lots in this place, the one which is outside where we parked, and then there is another one inside the building. How do I call it? Do I call it underground or what? But like the base floor of the mall, there is another parking lot there. The first obvious thing I could notice from entering is how clean this place is. The sanitation is actually top notch, because from driving to enter into the mall, the parking lot, and getting into the door itself, I couldn't find a single paper being littered around. I don't know if it's just everybody who comes here who just compulse themselves to follow order, not litter the place, or it's the fact that they pay people to constantly clean the place round the clock. I really could not tell, because I did not see people cleaning while I was there. But you know, these places where you just enter and you know that there are some blacks that their heads are not okay. We Africans, we really don't like to follow order like that. You would find some people who would just eat something and litter, just throw it around, but I couldn't find that around. The place was really looking clean, people using trash cans the proper way it's supposed to be used, and I'm like, okay, people do have some like manners here. That was so commendable for me, because we Africans sometimes our heads to the touch. On entering here, first thing I had to see at the mall was the lake. If you're an OG on this channel, you should know that I have a personal love for water bodies. I just love seeing water bodies. And if you're new here, this is me telling you now, I just love seeing water bodies. There's just something it does to my soul which I just cannot explain. Yes, I know water bodies freak out some people. They like only drinking water. Me is the opposite. I love water bodies and I hate drinking water. But anyway, I got to learn that this lake I'm seeing is man-made. It's not even a natural lake. I saw lots of people sitting around there just taking fresh air, chatting, pressing phones and all of that, and I'm like, this lake was really necessary to be here to provide the community with a place where the people around could come and sit and just take in fresh air and have a rethink. That's when I was told that this was actually man-made. It's not natural. They actually dug up this place and filled it with water, and I'm like, I've never ever seen this before. I saw people in little canoes on the water, and I'm like, what are they doing there? My friend tells me they are fishing, and I'm like, so there are fishes inside this water. How did they get there if this was not natural? It was man-made. And he told me they actually put fishes in there when it was dug, and over time the fishes have multiplied by themselves, so people do come there for fishing. I don't think it's any kind of person who can come here for fishing. Maybe you need to have a license before fishing here. I mean, that makes so much sense, right? I don't know. Abuja people, please let me know down in the comment section. And then I saw KFC here, and I'm like, oh, you guys have KFC here? In Cameroon, we do not have any KFC branch. They have not come to Cameroon, and I don't know why our billionaires are not thinking of coming together and putting out some money to actually buy a franchise to bring it into the country. If it's not that I like staying humble, what is hundreds of millions that I will not curb out to buy the franchise of KFC. Abeko, I'm joking. Before kidnappers come and kidnap me, I don't have that kind of money. Anyway, we're just moving towards the end of this place, and yeah, you have different varieties of restaurants. You could actually sit outside to eat, or you could walk in here to eat. And I love the concept that they put the restaurants by the lake so that you could actually be having fresh air while you're eating, or you could just sit out with your friend and you're chit chatting while you're looking at the lake and having a cool, nice time. I love the greenery out here and the fact that the restaurants actually take it a notch higher by actually planting their own natural plants by this area. It just blew my mind, like, okay, this is so nice. Sitting out here and chatting with your loved one could be so relaxing. Now, I got to find out that this place used to have like a boat. Should I call it a boat or something? I really don't know the exact name to call it, but it used to have something there that basically you could get on it and it would take you around the lake just for cruise and for you to just relax for a very affordable fee. At the time I went there, it wasn't functioning. I don't know why that particular activity has stopped, because it sounded kind of cool to me, but apparently the boat, or whatever I should call it, is bad, and due to poor maintenance it hasn't been repaired, so that particular activity is no longer available to the public. And I'm like, too bad. As we walked across this stretch, seeing the different brands of restaurants that were found here, we got to see this Istanbul cafe restaurant, and my friend was like, this is new. The last time he was here, this restaurant wasn't there, and he has been to Turkey, so he speaks Turkish. So he got talking with the people in charge of the restaurant, and they told him they were officially opening the restaurant like in 2 days time from the day we were there. And it looked kind of nice because they were still unwrapping their chairs, their furnitures, and all of that, and we could see that the chairs were looking posh, like it's gonna be a nice cool place. So if you like international cuisine, those of you who have been in the abroad and you want Turkish cuisine, you could definitely try it out. As for me, what do I know about Turkish food? Nothing can concern me with Turkish food, I beg. So this is the thing that used to take people around the lake. You climb on it and pay a very affordable fee, and it's going to drive you around the lake. But as you can see, it's been packed, it's no longer functioning, it's bad due to poor maintenance, it hasn't been repaired, so that activity has been scrapped out. And even where it has been packed, you can just tell that they don't have any plans of fixing it anytime soon. The people who came up with this plan to actually make this lake here, very brilliant idea. Kudos to you. It's actually making so much sense there. After I got to see the lake from end to end, I was like, okay, it's time for me to now walk into the mall to see all the different brands this mall has to offer me. We got into the mall and we had to go straight upstairs. We had to use the escalator. One side of it was working and the other side was not working. The side going up is the one which was working, and coming down you had to go with your legs. Now, this mall carries so many big international brands in here. I got to see so many big international brands I know of in here, which are not found in a Douala Grand Mall, which was recently opened. I mean, when I say recently, it's not like it was opened yesterday or last month. It has been existing for a few years now, but they do not have all the big brands which I saw here. I don't know why these brands don't want to come to Cameroon. I don't know. But I got to see so many brands. But I equally found some brands which are here and are also in Cameroon. For example, Pinkberry. Pinkberry recently came to Cameroon. Now, recently is like 2 years or 3 years ago. But they are presently in Douala, Cameroon. And I'm like, okay, I can relate to Pinkberry. And then Cold Stone as well. Cold Stone also just came to Cameroon. It's about 3 or 4 years old in Cameroon. I think 3 years. And then the other brands, I saw Mango, and I was thinking in my head, I think Mango just came to Cameroon. I don't know. Please, Cameroonians, help me down in the comment section. Is there Mango in Douala? Because I can remember that mango just came to Douala. But anyway, that was about it for the familiar brands I saw they have an Oraimo shop. In Cameroon, we do not have like an Oraimo shop. We do have Oraimo accessories, but we do not have like the store for itself, right? We come to Nigeria and just buy the Oraimo accessories, and everybody goes and puts in their different electronic shops, or people will retail it by the road, but not like an official Oraimo store, right? It was time for us to go down, and we had to use our legs because this escalator wasn't working, and my friend kept on telling me sorry, and I'm like, it's not a big deal. Me, I'm housewife material, 100 yards, very hardworking girl. What is going downstairs that I will not be able, and I'll be complaining and trying to form a jabota? Abego, I'm strong girl, so that was nothing to me. He kept on apologizing. I'm like, that's fine. This mall has really beaten my expectations, so it's not this one thing that is not functioning properly, which I'm going to now nag and nag and nag. That cannot even contribute to me giving this mall a bad review, because I was so impressed already by the different international brands they have. Can you see Tommy Hilfiger? We cannot find this in Cameroon as in an original Tommy Hilfiger brand. If you want to buy a designer brand in Cameroon, which you're not getting from like the original store, you have to read the name of the brand very well, because they will carry the logo of the brand put on the cloth or item or anything you want to buy, and then the spelling of that brand, instead of Tommy Hilfiger, what you will see, you'll be shocked. You might see Tommy Hilfiger. So you have to pay attention very well to all the letters of that brand to make sure it is spelled correctly, because that's how people will just see the logo and then they tell me something something and they will just go and buy. Now you can find original pieces of some of these high-end designer brands in some stores in Cameroon. I'm just saying that when you're buying from like a local store, you have to check that twice, as opposed to if you walk into the original stores of all these high-end brands, which you're sure of what you're buying. You don't even need to overlook at it. You're just guaranteed that you're getting the original product. I was very satisfied with the mall, and we headed out. Now something happened while we were heading out that made me burst into laugh, and I just said, oh Africa, we are one everywhere. Upon coming out, one of the guards at the door of the mall was talking to my friend like, chairman, you can't leave your man like that. And it was so funny. My friend was like, everywhere you go in Nigeria, guards will beg you money. I'm like, it's not only in Nigeria. If you come to Cameroon, it's the same thing. They know you will not want to spoil your steez. You want to maintain composure in front of a girl, so they always approach you and beg you for money, hoping that you want to form big boy. How long has this place been existing?
It's been a while. I think maybe up to 20 years.
Oh,
Or 15.
it's 20 years. You're calling a while. It's been long.
Or 15.
It's actually been long.
Yeah. Maybe since 2010, 2012.
Please, my Abuja people, let me know down in the comment section when this place was opening and how long it has been functioning for. I was just curious to know this, because the maintenance culture of this environment, I'm just like mad though. Most often than not, most places when they open like this, they only look nice and organized for the first few years after they opened, but in the long run, maintenance always becomes a problem and the place starts looking unkept. So I was just impressed, like, if this place has actually been for over 15 to 20 years, whosoever is managing this place is actually doing a very, very good job, because the place is really looking clean and averagely it's looking well maintained. It's the fact that I could not find any paper or wrapping littered around for me, and I kept asking my friend, is it like if they find you littering the place, you have a fine to pay? Because I know we Africans, most of us Africans do not follow law and order like that, except there is a fine attached to it, like, okay, you're gonna lose some money if you do this thing, then our brains will reset. Even if you want to litter this place, when you look around and you see how clean the place is, your conscience must prick you and you will just gingerly pick up whatever thing you have thrown there and go and look for a trash can and dispose of it properly. Thank you so much for watching. Please take a guess in the comment section. Where do you think we are going to visit next? And you know how we do it. I will see you unfailingly by the help of God on my next one. Please subscribe. Bye.